What's good, everyone? This your main correspondent, Alan Taylor, and I'm back in the broadcast room yet again. Oh, yeah. Got a good one today, you know what I'm saying? Real talk. We already know. You know what I'm saying? Got brother, you know what I'm saying? Got brother O'Shea Duke Jackson on the joint, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, real talk with the celebrity jump on this one. You know, shout out to him. You know, he does great videos. The man been doing it for a very long time. You know, shout out to him. He's somebody I definitely look up to too. Yeah, real talk. You know what I'm saying? Please hit that like button, that share button, that subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? Please do your due diligence. You know, show me some love, baby. Show me some love, man. Yeah. Show your favorite news anchor some love. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we going here, right here with this good news from him. You know, he talking about Deion Sanders wants his players to rescue their single moms out of poverty. You know, and, you know, definitely some shout out to brother Deion, real talk. You know what I'm saying? He doing his thing down at the J-State area. So, you know, yeah. So let's go here. Let's see what Brother O'Shea has to talk about and see what he says.
Celebrity jump. Deion Sanders recently was being interviewed by ESPN, college football, on College Game Day. And I believe this is when Jackson State was playing Southern University. And you know what? Something that's very interesting, because I have a lot of respect for our brother Deion Sanders. I have a lot of respect for HBCUs, and I have a lot of respect for, you know, the fact that he wants to come back to the HBCUs and build it up, right? I love that. But he said something that was profound during the interview, and of course I can't play it because it'll get copyrighted. But he said, you know what? One of the things that I want to do, and he has a slogan, I believe it's called Just Believe, is, you know, I want to motivate these kids, because when I was a young man, I used to lie and say my mother was a nurse, but they found that she was cleaning the hospitals. So I wanted to put myself in a position where my mother would never have to work again. And for all the single mothers out there, and he did mention fathers at a point, but he's pretty much talking about the single moms and stuff like that, and that, you know, he tells these young men that so they are motivated to take care of their moms.
Okay. You know, and this is the biz. Is man, that is commendable for you to do so. You know, you supposed to want to help your family that you know has helped you throughout the years and stuff like that. That's just reality. That's reality. You know, it does get complicated sometimes depending on what type of family you have, family dynamics, you know, and things like that. You know, some families are not all, you know, good families. Fuck it, I'm just finna say it. Some families don't have good structure in their family line, and they're chaotic families. You know, some family members you just not gonna be able to save, babe. For real though. No bullshit. No bullshit. Some family members you just not gonna be able to save. You know, and that's something that also a lot of people need to get through their heads and things like that. You know, when you're on a track like this, these young men that are on this track right here, they're on a serious track. Now they could take this and they could go all the way with it. Real talk. All the way. All the way. And they can also take it and, you know what I'm saying, flush it down the drain if they choose to do the wrong thing. And that's just for real though. So, you know, yeah, man, it's, you know, it's a give and take situation, man. It depends on, you know, what you have. Don't spend, I just put it this way, don't spend a large amount of time trying to save a family member that don't want to be saved. I'm gonna put it that way. You know, you got to figure out real quick whether or not they want to be saved or not, especially when you're on this type of track, you know, and you're on a track to a great life. You got to figure out who want to be saved and who don't want to be saved. You can't sit there and play around with that shit, or else it will pull you into the fucking abyss on everything. No bullshit.
And you know what? I have no problem with that. I really don't, right? I think that's a beautiful thing. But now, we got to understand things for where they are. Okay? And we got to do that. Number one, as much as I love Deion Sanders, it is not solely his father's fault as to why him and his brothers grew up in the projects. It's not. Okay? And I will say for a lot of black men, when I went to college, my dad, he was there. But I've been very clear about my father having problems. Drug addiction and, not really being the best man when he was young. Although he made up for it when he got older. But, I shouldn't have to be at a disadvantage.
And you know what? That's definitely true. What brother Deion just said, that is definitely true. I definitely can understand where he come from, though, because, I had the same type of situation with my father when, he was a younger man. He just wasn't on the best mental track, hung with the wrong crowds, did the wrong things, all types of crazy stuff. He always treated me great, and treated my mom great. It's just, he had his times and, as a younger man. And then, he started to cool off when he got older and shit, but that's just life though, that's how it goes, especially with the way that the black community has been raising itself for the past, 60 to 70 years, it's just, that's how it goes down. These are just fucking facts, these are just facts, baby, for real.
Because of the way my father was acting. Or because my mother even chose my father in the first place. Now that puts extra pressure on.
But you know what though? I'm kind of like this with it right here. This is the deal now. Cause genetically, let's just keep this real out here. This is the deal. If your particular mom and your particular dad did not come together in a union and sleep together, basically, you would not have been created. You as an individual would not have been created. Let's just keep this real. It took her particular genes and your particular genes to come together to make you. If she had another man that didn't have your father's genes, you would not be you. So, let's just keep this 100. This is what it I like to come to with certain things, in reality. Because a lot of people don't think about things genetically too sometimes. Genetically, you would not be you if your two parents did not get together. If they never slept together, you would not be you. You would not. I'm sorry, but it is what it is, man. You would not exist. You, as an individual on the sound of my voice, you would not exist if those two particular people did not get together and have sex. You would not exist. That's just the reality here. So you got to kind of watch this thing. It does get a little tricky. You know what I'm saying? Not just a little, it's bullshit. Fuck it. It gets tricky out here. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're dealing with genetics and things like that, genes, bloodlines, all that type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, in some cases, it's like wishing you never been born if you asking certain questions. But I mean, it just is what it is, man. It takes your mother and your father to come together to make you, period. Your father can't have sex with a different woman and make you. Your mother can't have sex with a different man and make you. It won't work, people. It won't work. Now, anybody out there got, listen, any doctors or anything like that out there that are into genetics and know what the hell they talking about too, you know what I'm saying? Shit. I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I'm not stupid either. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it takes those two specific individuals to make you.
On me to try to save the family in one generation, which is highly unlikely for most people. And I'm trying to basically dedicate my life to take care of mama because mama didn't do what she was supposed to do. And when I'm going to college, I'm seeing people who their father's an engineer, their father's a physicist, their mother's a medical doctor, their father's a pharmacist, or vice versa. Okay? And I'm sitting back looking like, wait a minute. Why do that gotta be me? And a whole lot of black men going to ask that question. Why does it have to be them? And when we start talking about that, we get upset. Okay? And it's a nice thing to want to save people in your life that you love. You want to be able to be motivated so your mom doesn't work. That's great. But a lot of guys suffer behind bad decisions that their mothers made. They suffer behind that. Okay? If my mom or anybody's mom wants to have a baby because they want to, not thinking about the best thing for the kid, it's you. How can you love a child? How can you love a child and put a child at a disadvantage? How?
Yep.
Folks don't want to talk about that, but you.
And that's another part people don't, like he just said. Like Brother O'Shea just said, that is a part that a lot of people don't want to talk about. They don't want to dive off deep. Nobody wants to dive off deep and to get to the root of things anymore. Let's just keep this real. Nobody wants to. So, you know, which is the major damn problem, if you ask me. Real talk, it just is. That's the major part. You know what I'm saying? That's the major problem. Nobody wants to dive deep off into the roots, but the only way we can solve these issues is to get deep off into it. There's no way around it. There's no way around this. You're not finna solve this until you actually get deep off into it. You know, that's what they're gonna do in therapy. So, I mean, what the fuck is the difference? You might as well accept the truth. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you did some fucked up shit, you made the wrong chess moves, and you out here playing checkers, and you supposed to be playing chess, and it just is what the hell it is, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to accept that to get better. For real though. You got to accept that to get better.
You love a child so much so that you put him in a situation where he is going to fail. Primarily because of the bad decisions that the parents make. And so many guys every day can't even, worry about, going to school. Your parents are supposed to be able to help you in school so you can develop your life. No,
right.
You got to stop what you got to do.
Technically, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be helping your damn kid in school. For real though. You know. They're not supposed to be going to school to help you. Technically, let's just keep it real. That's the whole point of keeping the generation moving forward. You know, also part of, the legacy of what you leave behind. They also help build on to your legacy because they go to school and they better themselves than what you did. It's a step up situation. It's a step up situation. It's like climbing a ladder. That's the whole point, except for the family itself as a unit climbs a ladder. With each generation, each child goes here, and then the grandchild goes there, the great-grandchild goes there, the great-great-grand, they reach higher. Every generation is supposed to reach higher on the ladder.
To help your mom, because you ain't got no money. Some brothers even get involved in illegal activities. And your mom just sitting there as you killing yourself trying to do it.
Some do now, I'm telling you.
And I'm gonna tell
that's
you right
real
now,
talk.
You didn't ask to come here. Your mother decided that she wanted to come here because she wanted you to be here. Other than that,
hold up. I know it's some. There's some people talking some shit about that one. Hold up. Hey, and that is the truth. That is the truth. You're here because she wanted you to be here now. Because if she didn't want you to be here, you wouldn't be here. So, let's see that gets into the part of really accepting life for what it is. Most men nowadays are having a hard time trying to do that. It's some that have done it already, but most are having a hard time achieving that goal. To accept life for what it is. Even though they go through things with women them damn self. Even though they go through shit with women they damn self. They having a hard time trying to accept life for what it is. But hey though, you really got to. In order for you as a man to survive, you have to accept life for what it is. But your survival and the things that you can achieve and the places that you could go due to accepting that will allow you to grow and better yourself, instantaneously. You will better yourself as a human first, then as a person. Okay? As a human first, then as a person.
But hey, I come here. I have to live my life because when I have kids, I don't want my kids to feel like, well, you know what, they got to do this and be indebted to me. And that's how my grandparents were. I remember when we was, my grandfather, God bless his soul, he's passed on now. But I can remember, my grandmother took out a reverse mortgage on the house. And my grandparents thought that they did enough for us in their life, so when they pass on, the bill should be left to us. We'll pay it. And we let them think about that. And we never challenged it. Like, wait a minute, why didn't you do enough which in your life that you have the money? We just went on like idiots and took on that responsibility. Thinking that God just gonna work it out. No, God isn't gonna just work it out. That's not how the Lord works. All of a sudden, God's gonna work it out because you're gonna automatically get some money out the blue to pay off the reverse mortgage. Hell no. If you didn't have no money in the beginning, if you didn't have nothing to do in the beginning, what makes you think that now you're gonna have something in the beginning? It don't work like that. I don't know who you think you are.
Hey. Yo, real talk, finances do not work that way. They just don't, you know what I'm saying? They just don't. Okay? You have to plan. That's the reason why this is the deal. Us as black people, we really do need to start looking into life insurance policies. You know what I'm saying? That also will leave a certain type of revenue for the next generation to even may take a little bit of it to pay off some debts that you leave. Let's just keep it real. Because, let's just keep this 100. Your family leaves some debts for you. That's just how life's gonna go. Everybody's living up until the moment that they're fucking not. You know what I'm saying? That's just real. And when you living, you spend money and you create debt, all types of shit. So black people need to start looking into getting life insurance policies. Definitely look into it. It just is what it is, man. And I'm talking about, for real though, you have to. But that type of situation is only going to work for people that are stable, that are productive individuals. You know what I'm saying? That don't have a lot of chaotic lives, a lot of bullshit going on. You can't leave a legacy with all that crazy crap going on and shit like that, because you're not going to have the stability to, save the money properly to even pass anything down, because you having to spend all the money because you getting yourself in foolishness all the fucking time. And that's just real talk.
Okay. I don't know who you think you are, but that's not how it works. It's not how it works. And there's so many black people, even black women, are suffering behind the fact that their mother didn't make the right decision, and people will sit there and let you suffer. Let you suffer as if you owe them something because they were stupid. And I'm telling you, I know so many women, you know, they're so beholden to the family. I used to see it all the time in college. Like, hey, you know, what's going on? You want to get married? And when, you know, one day, you know, no, I got to work, take care of my mama. This is a woman talking like this.
Yep.
Why didn't your mama take care of herself? Okay.
But it's also young men too. It's also brothers too. You know what I'm saying? We hear it all the time. You know, when these young men get these scholarships and they go to college, they you know, become pro players or this and that, or athletes or musicians or whatever, such. You know, and you know, we hear it. Yeah, we you know, shout out to my mama. You know what I'm saying? That's just real though. You know, and you know, it kind of is what it is though. But I'm gonna give a tip too with this. Real talk. I'm gonna give a tip too. And the tip is, okay, let's say you as a man, you had to do that. You had to get your mother out. Because of course, if you got out, you know, yeah, you're not finna leave your mother in there. You know, we understand the thinking. It is what it is, regardless of what she fucked up in her life or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not finna leave your mother just any of your family that's close family, like I'm talking about close family. You know, you're not finna just leave them super out there unless they just, you know, super trash ass people. Let's just keep this shit real. You know what I'm saying? For real though. So, you know, but the tip is though, in order to break that curse, you're going to have to, you know what I'm saying, break it with the next generation. You're going to have to break it with your children. Get the life insurance policies. Make sure that the finances are straight. That people won't have to suffer after you're gone. You know, you're going to have to think about the hard shit. You know what I'm saying? Well, what would life be like for them after I'm dead and gone? Or this and that. You have to think about the real shit in life when people don't think about it anymore. That's the problem. Yeah, you got to think about all this shit. You got to not want to do certain things because, okay, that's not going to equal up to the goal and the mission that I'm on. The mission is to make sure that the next generation is better off, or at least has a chance to get a certain head start than what we had. Now that I'm in this position in order to make this happen. That's the whole damn point. So, you know, you have to break it with the next one if the last one didn't save itself. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, you know, that's the whole point of doing it for yourself. But, you know, 9 times out of 10, most people not finna just leave their immediate family in, you know, a type of turmoil situation or whatever, if they know that they really want to get out, but they just fucked up and this and that, you know, unless they just super fucked up people. Let's just keep it real. If they super fucked up and you know that they would bring you down, then yeah, you know, 9 times out of 10, yeah, you probably would leave them. But if it's just some soft fucking up, you know, I just didn't plan for this, I ain't plan for this super properly, but yeah, my child, they came up, yeah, 9 times out of 10, yeah, of course your child gonna help you. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, when you
family
ask
still
people
family,
that, you
regardless.
want to get mad, but it's true. It's true. Stop making people feel like that. And Deion, you know, the way the black community got to get better is every generation we can't be having black men talking about, I'm trying to do this for my mama.
That's true too.
No, I'm not. I'm trying to do this for me.
It's got to get better at some
She better have
point.
her shit together.
It's got to get better at some point.
Oh well. Oh well.
But hey, though, it is what it is out there, man. Real talk. We 10 toes down in the joint. You know what I'm saying? And hold up real quick. Damn, you know what I'm saying? Hold up.
A man to take care of my mom.
Hey, wow. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know the biz. Y'all know the biz. You heard it right there. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, though, you know, yeah, it was definitely some valid shit up in this motherfucker here, man. O'Shea really, you know, he really got to the point with it too. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, it kind of is what it is. This cycle has to stop in order for the generations to get better. You know, hopefully it's gonna have to happen with the next generation, because shit, it's already going on now. So it just is what the hell it is, man. But at the same time, though, too, you know, I'm your correspondent, Alan Taylor, man. Please like, share, subscribe. Always show me some of that good love at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Mad love out there to all my subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Yes, the channel's growing slowly but surely, and that's nice for me. You know, at the end of the day, yeah, help me get to that 5 real talk, and then we'll try to keep going further. You know, but yeah, at the end of the day, man, it's all about making sure that you plan for the life that you really want. You know, this generation needs to take heed to that word, because it's really going to help you, and it's going to help your next generation to not have to, you know, have the burdens that you have to, you know, bear, basically. So, you know, it is what it is, man. Bad love, and like I always say about this time, that, my friends, is the bottom line.